Hey there, everyone. It is Patty. Watch Patty Melt, and good news, I'm alive. Just wanted to come to you guys. It has been 3 weeks since I underwent my reconstructive plastic surgery with Dr. Katzen here in Los Angeles, California. And I came to you guys the night before and just wanted to give you an update. So we'll go through all of my stats real quick. I started my journey in October of 2013 at my highest weight of 360 pounds. On April 15th, 2014, I had the Roux-en-Y gastric bypass, and on that date I was 290 pounds. I lost 70 leading up to my gastric bypass through OptiFast and just watching what I was eating. Fast forward to my goal, which I made in July of this year, 2015, and I lost 1/2 of my body weight. I was 180 pounds. So I was hovering around my goal within 5 pounds for a good 4 to 5 months. And I had met with Dr. Katzen regarding having all of my excess skin removed and so forth prior to that. And so we talked about dates and so forth then a little bit. And then when I got to goal, I set up another consultation with him. And we, as far as my work schedule goes and everything, it made sense for me to schedule it for December 1st. So I had my reconstructive surgery on December 1st. And what I had done was I had a tummy, well, let's see, oh my goodness, I can't think of an abdominoplasty, or a kind of a tummy tuck on steroids. It was a table to table, so hip to hip. And I also had a breast lift and breast augmentation. And I also had liposuction on my hips. During my surgery, 10.5 pounds total was removed between almost 3 pounds of liposuction and about a little over 7 from my actual abdominoplasty. So I did also obviously have breast augmentation. So I have breast implants now, and those weigh a little bit, so there's a little offset in what the total would have been. So I'm thinking it's probably a total of 5.5 pounds difference between what, not that the weight matters, I'm just trying to give you some metrics out there. So anyways, on the day of surgery, when I had my reconstructive surgery, I actually went at 169 pounds. The reason why I'm talking about my weight in relation to my reconstructive surgery was because just to give you guys some points if you're considering having surgery and so forth, I wanted to be pretty low to my lowest so that as much of my excess could be removed as possible, and just wanted to be as lean as possible going in. That is not my my overall weight range is probably going to be 165 to 175 now that I'm out, I'm on the other side of this, and it feels great to be on the other side completely. Dr. Katzen was just absolutely amazing, and his team, and I can't say enough good things about just how helpful and his bedside manner, and just he's just so passionate, and he's such an expert at what he does, and I couldn't be more happier that I chose to have my surgery with him. Learned so many things through the process. A lot of my information also came from YouTubers who had surgery before me. There's not a whole heck of a lot of them out there like there are with the weight loss community as a whole, but enough to where you get a good idea. And then of course the close people that we know in our community who've recently had surgery too, passing along their information. So I feel like I'm kind of jumping all over the board here because I just wanted to come to you guys. I mean, we're almost up to Christmas, and I just want to let you know that I'm doing great. It's not an easy surgery. It's not. I'm not saying that gastric bypass was an easy surgery, but the recovery was relatively easy on that. This recovery is a lot harder. And when I say harder, it's just, it takes more time and there's more pain. But the pain is manageable through, the medications and so forth. The time is manageable as long as you plan for it. So it's overall been good. My first week went rather well. So I went into surgery on December 1st, which was a Tuesday, and my surgery went a little bit longer than planned because they did run into the fact that I had a hernia. And I know a lot of you may have heard about that on Facebook, but I wanted to mention that I did have a hernia, which Dr. Katzen was able to repair because he was right there in there doing his thing. And he did the muscle repair too, under my rib cage all the way down to the pubic region. So I came out of surgery and went to the recovery center that night, and I was probably there by 6 o'clock that night. I got out of surgery about 5, and the recovery center was awesome. I stayed there 2 nights. I felt really, really good that whole time as far as just, having the pain managed and so forth. And my husband stayed with me there too, which was really nice that they allowed, you to have somebody stay there with you. And it wasn't, the cost to have somebody there stay with you was minimal, which was great. So I ended up coming home on a Thursday, which was, I'm glad I decided to stay the 2 nights, only because we live about a little over an hour from where the surgery is, and then of course we have to deal with LA traffic. So to sit in the car for that long just didn't sound appealing. It wouldn't have the next day, so I'm glad I did the 2 days. And then I just got in the car and leaned back and everything was good. The people at the care facility, you have nurses on you 24/7, and they're just on top of everything. So that was just really relaxing to go there and not have to worry about anything. And it also gave my husband an idea of how to clean my drains, and because I did have 2 drains, and just staying on top of the pain medication, he was able to watch the nurses and so forth, which was good. So came home Thursday, and I would say for the first 7 days everything went very, very normal. I did see Dr. Katzen 1 week later. Good thing about Dr. Katzen is if you have any questions in the meantime or anything, you can text him, you can email him. He's very responsive. You take a picture, you send it to him. If there's any questions at all, he's so very responsive. He's amazing. He's just a great person. And even the morning of going into surgery, he's just in there holding my hand and, gently rubbing my arm, and just, we're talking about vacations and stuff like that, obviously to get my mind off of going under this crazy surgery. Not crazy, but for me it was a little bit intimidating, obviously. And he was just so good to talk about great meaningful things and kind of take your mind off of it. So just, he's this awesome professional and he's an awesome person. So going back to my 1 week, when I came home, I had a catheter for the entire time that I was home for that first week. And that is so I would stay more sedentary. He didn't really want me up more than once or twice a day for a few minutes. It's a very different situation. They just want your body to relax and heal. And so that means not getting up, and especially with how tight your stomach muscles are after that muscle repair. So that was fine. On day 8, all of a sudden I swelled up like a crazy balloon. And it was so very uncomfortable. And that was the day after I'd gotten my catheter taken out and seen him. So what he instructed me to do was, he had given me a compression garment. And I put my garment on that afternoon, and that really helped to support me. But it also started the flow of the water through my lymphatic system and so forth. I got on the scale that day just because I wanted to have a way to measure how much swelling I had, and to measure for the following days and have an idea. So I was 193 pounds. So from 169 to 193, and I had 10.5 pounds cut off or taken off. Plus, I'm going to say these boobs are 5 pounds. I don't know. I'll just say that. So it was just really like, wow. And, you know, I honestly didn't care what my weight was. But when it's not like carrying, to me it was like I was carrying an easy, you know, additional 25 pounds. But it wasn't like carrying weight. It was water, and the discomfort level totally different. It was terrible. So I also had watched videos by people like Professor Nurse Ray, and she had talked about lymphatic massage. So I did some, of course, YouTubing on lymphatic massage, and I actually sat there, and it's such a light touch and so forth, and it just needs to get, it helps you to get your lymphatic system going, because when you have surgery of that matter, it disrupts everything. And so I gave myself a little bit of a massage, and literally so that was on the 8th, by the 19th, which was 11 days later, I had lost 19 pounds of fluid. Yeah. So, it's craziness, I know, but, I couldn't believe it, but and obviously it's not like, oh yay, I lost 19 pounds. It was just, thank God all this water is out of me. It was just, it was so painful. I mean, it was funny because I had shrinkles from where I've lost all my weight, right, in my legs. And during that time, I had not 1 ounce of cottage cheese, shrinkles, or anything. My legs looked as if I mean, they were so full of water. So all my shrinkles are back. So I didn't have my arms or legs done. But I am so pleased with the results so far. Between my breast augmentation, I didn't go huge. This will probably sound big, but I did get the Mentor high profile silicone under the muscle, and I got 500 cc's. But I'm 5'10", and I had pretty large breasts before. I was a triple D, probably an E actually, at my highest weight, and I had plenty of skin to backfill and so forth. So they're 500s, and they're perky. It's nice. They're you know, they're not set into place yet. They're getting there. That's a process of a little while, but they look great. And then of course my tummy is it's crazy how flat it is. I do have a large layer of padding over my incision, just because it is still in the healing process. I think I'll probably get up here and show you guys a body shot. It's probably not going to look too different from my body shots before. Plus, I'm not wearing really clothing that is tight. Maybe in my next video I'll do that or something. But just, you guys, it's after that swelling went down, that was a really hard week. So that was like day 8 to day, probably day 16 was hard. By the time all that water was coming down, and I said day 19, that's okay. It by day 16 I was feeling very much relieved. So today is day 22 for me. It was 3 weeks ago yesterday, and about, I would say, day 19. Yeah, day 19 is when I felt a big turn of just huge healing in my body and rounding a corner. So I am not all the way there yet. I'm still spending most of my days just relaxed. I don't really go out. Like, I might go to the store one day. Like today, my big event was taking a shower. And I will walk around my street tonight. And that's my big thing. So it's just a slow process. And I am almost 48 years old. So it takes a little bit longer for healing when you're a little, on the older side. But I'm giving myself that time because I want to heal and I don't want to get seromas or anything like that. My drains came out on this last Saturday. So that would have been day number 18, 19, post-surgery, which it's a while, but, I was draining a lot, and that's, gotta, that's one of the things to help with you not getting seromas, which are basically pockets of swelling in your body. And they puff up, and you don't want to get those. So pain medication is narcotic, of course, because we are surgery patients and so forth, but everything was good. I'm off of it. I've been off of that pain medication now for a little over a week, and I'm really glad, because I had wicked dreams during that time. That pain medication, very effective, but at the same time, just really wicked dreams. So gosh, I'm over 15 minutes right now, and I'm hoping I can upload this. I'll do a quick body shot. I do have pictures from the actual surgery, which I can share with you guys, and I'll do that in another video. But I'll give you a body shot real quick right now. Just remember, I'm not wearing, let me take off this my little faux fur thing. Okay, so yeah, and I'm not wearing anything that is, so you can see my padding right here. This is all padding. Oops, there we go. This is all padding covering up my incision. Let me see here. It's probably hard to tell, but yeah, this is all padding, and then of course my breast. You can't really tell. I think next time will be better. But one other thing that was really interesting, for sutures and so forth, we as patients who have had weight loss surgery have an allergy of a type to adhesive tape, so surgery tape and so forth like that. People who've lost a lot of weight through means of any of the types of the bariatric surgeries, whether it's lap band, DS, all of them, there's a micronutrient that has allergic reaction to adhesive tape on our body, which is interesting because it will make a scab on our body. And that's something Dr. Katzen has come across. So there's no tape or anything. The stitches are the type that dissolve. And I did have a few stitches in the area that don't dissolve where I had my lipo. But those he took out the other day. So, okay guys, I know this is like kind of a sorted video, but I just wanted to come to you before we hit Christmas and let you know that I'm doing well. I completely thank you all for all of your good wishes, and just all the prayers and the love and everything. Elizabeth shared a lot with me, and then thanks for the people who texted me and sent me messages on Facebook and that kind of stuff. I really do appreciate it, and I've missed the community, but I've been sitting there watching things, sitting back, kicking back. I've watched every episode of everything on TV right now. So anyways, I will be coming back soon. Merry Christmas, everyone. Love you dearly. You guys are a gift to me, and I just want to tell you how much I truly appreciate you, and hope you enjoy this holiday with your family and those you love the most in your life. Have a great, great week. Merry Christmas.